Hey guys, so just wanted to go over quickly what our coronavirus symptoms were up until we were sure that we had it, and then we got our test results back yesterday. My name is Bob. I live in Duluth, Minnesota. I work at a treatment facility where clients are housed there, and today is, what's today? Been home for so many days I forgot. I think it's Wednesday today. But a week ago from today, we found out someone in our program had been diagnosed with COVID, and the next day I started getting a sore throat. You can hear it. Sorry, and my throat's still a little messed up. So Thursday, which was the day after, I started getting a sore throat, and I got a little bit worried that maybe something was going on. And anyways, Friday was my last day of work for the week, and I was about to have a 3-day weekend, but I woke up Friday morning at about 6 o'clock, and I was in so much pain in the back of my head, and my shoulders and my neck hurt so unbelievably bad. I can't even compare it to anything. I've not experienced pain like that before. I could barely breathe. It took everything in me to just get out of bed. I got up and I went and got to the living room. I always shower right away in the morning. And I was thinking, oh man, I'm going to have to call into work or something. There's no way I could even possibly make it. And at this point, I was pretty worried that it was the coronavirus. So I got up, I came to the living room. I came out to the living room here. I sat down on this little chair here. Must have been for like 10 minutes. I just sat there. And I was just sitting kind of like this. And I don't know, I didn't have a stomach ache or anything, but my neck and my head hurt, and my shoulders and my neck, my whole upper back part hurt so bad. I was almost like disoriented from the pain. I was finally able to go in and take a shower. After the shower, I felt a little bit better. I ate just so I could take ibuprofen. Once I took the ibuprofen, I was able to just go back to bed and lay down. But during this whole process, I noticed I had a very short breath too. I could barely breathe most of the time. If I made any movements, I became quickly out of breath, became quickly winded. My chest was a little tight, my chest hurt. Even when I was in bed laying down, and just from the weight of my blankets across my chest area and being up by my throat, it felt like it was constricting me, and it was difficult. So a few of the other symptoms I started having right away too is I told my wife, like, I can't taste anything. I love eating food. And we love cooking too, just cooking good tasty meals, and but I couldn't taste anything. I couldn't smell anything. I still can't. And it's been almost a week now since it really hit me. So that Friday anyways, I laid in bed. One of my ears hurt. I noticed that as I was laying on my back in bed. My left ear had some pain inside of it, almost like an ear infection. But that night I went in for a COVID test. And it took almost 5 days to get the results. But pretty much this whole time, very similar symptoms. My head and neck didn't hurt nearly as bad as it did that first 2 days. And now it's really not that bad. During the middle of the whole thing, a few times I felt a little bit nauseous. I felt a little sick to my stomach. I didn't have my full appetite. My eyes watered a lot. Didn't really have a runny nose. I had a very stuffy nose. When I tried to sleep at night, my nose would get so congested that I literally have to breathe through my mouth, and I cannot sleep when I have to breathe through my mouth because my mouth gets so dry. And my dad was able to get me some Nasacort, like some nasal spray, and it's helped a little bit, but it's still been pretty frustrating and difficult to breathe. But anyways, we got our results back last night, finally. Well, I did. My wife just went in and got tested yesterday, and it said that I have COVID and that I need to stay home from work, of course, and isolate at home, not go out and anything. But anyways, it seemed like things were getting a little bit better leading up until last night. My wife was probably like 2 days behind in the cycle of being sick. She's had pretty different symptoms. Well, a lot of the same symptoms, just different levels of severity. Her biggest symptom has just been fatigue, just not being able to wake up really at all. She said her skin hurt really bad for a few days, just almost like any pressure on her skin or her back hurt really bad. But yeah, it seemed like things were getting better for me up until yesterday, until this morning I woke up. And now today I just feel really tired. My headache is back, my neck and shoulders are super sore. My nose is congested. My chest hurts again. I'm still getting my wind back a little bit more, but now my throat hurts worse. So it's almost like there's a second wave of it coming through my body, and it's just really been uncomfortable, and I'm not looking forward to having to deal with this anymore. But I just wanted to put out a video just kind of logging some of the symptoms and possibly what to expect. The things that have made it better have been ibuprofen and Tylenol have helped a lot. First I want to say this though too, is 3 nights ago, this was my 3rd night in, I had taken ibuprofen and we ate dinner. I wasn't feeling too bad, but as it got closer to bedtime, it was getting to be like 9 o'clock. My body got so cold. Oh yeah, and we both had fevers, and our 1.5-year-old son has been sick too, but not as bad as we have. But we know because he's had fever and he's been crying a lot, and he's been pretty uncomfortable. It's pretty sad to see. But yeah, I had almost 102-degree temperature, but anyway, so the 3rd night in, I got so cold that my hands all the way up to my elbows were like completely white, just completely white. My wife came to the bed. She put like 4 blankets on me. Thick comforters and everything, and I was shivering. My neck and head hurt so bad. It was so uncomfortable. I could barely breathe, and all I wanted to do was just get up and get in the shower, just take a steaming hot shower. So eventually I convinced my wife to let me, and I got up, I made it into the bathroom. I was disoriented. She's like, I don't think you should be standing up. I thought I was gonna die. I got into the shower, I put it on as hot as I could possibly stand it, and shut the bathroom door, so it was like a steam room in there. And I was still, I'm not kidding, I was shivering like crazy in the shower, in the hot heat of the shower, just shivering, just standing there, my whole body just shaking. My hands were so white. Yeah, it's really weird. And then after that night, the skin on my hands has dried out super bad. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you can see that my finger is, yeah, you can see it a little bit. It's like cracking the skin on it. It's just not doing good. So I don't know, it's almost like it dried out my hands or something. But yeah, that was the only night that I actually thought I was gonna die. After the shower, I got out, ran into bed quick. That night I woke up probably like 6-7 times, and I was just sweating uncontrollably. Like the whole bed was wet. It was like I took 15 showers and didn't dry off once and just kept getting back into bed. It was really uncomfortable, super uncomfortable. Needless to say, the next day I needed to take a lot of naps, but but anyways, so yeah, I hope today is that final, twerk that I keep hearing people say towards the end of it. They feel like they're getting better, then all of a sudden they get hit with another wave of it. But I'm hoping that this is going to be it. So if you guys get the coronavirus, please do stay home. Please be safe. Just deal with it the best you can by taking ibuprofen, Tylenol. If you need to ice or use heat packs, do it. Get some good TV shows. I hope you have Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu or something, or some video games to play. But buckle up, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. So hope you guys do well and take care. We'll see ya.